On July 4, 1776, our Declaration of Independence was signed. Hello. On behalf of the United Veterans Council of San Joaquin County, I want to thank you for watching this video. I also want to thank everyone else that has volunteered to make this video the video that it's going to be. As we all know, during these times of this pandemic, COVID-19, we won't have a parade, but we are going to celebrate like it was July 4, 1776.
Honor guard, hook tidge, hook, port, hook, mark time, march, live, 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 forward, march, live, 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 live. Honor guard, hold, right, freeze, pulse, colors. Present, huh? Port, huh? Left, freeze. Mark time, mark. Live, live. Forward, march. Live, live. Live, 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 live. Honor guard, hope.
Father, we want to thank you for this day. We want to thank you to celebrate our independence and the 4th of July once again. We are a nation, one nation under God, and God we trust. We're so grateful, and we just ask that you would have your hand of blessing upon our nation. Father, we need you to just unify all peoples. We need you to just touch people's hearts so that we come together in your purpose and your love, and founding fathers what they helped this country to be. We want to pray for all of our troops that are around the world. We want to pray for all of our families that are here supporting our troops. We want to celebrate this day and ask that you would bring a day of healing upon our nation, This pandemic has caused so much disruption. It has caused many deaths, many people to be sick. So we cry out to you today in that name above all names, and we just ask that you would continue to bless this nation as you have blessed it in the past, that you would bless those that are faithful to serve you, that you would have your hand upon all of our leaders, cause them to just trust you, listen to you, and have your heart and your mind in all things. We thank you for this. We celebrate this time in the name of Jesus. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming. In the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great honor to introduce to you our keynote speaker. He is a retired colonel who served in the Special Forces in the U.S. Army. He's a Green Beret. He's now still serving our community as a San Joaquin County Supervisor. It is my great honor to present to you retired Colonel and San Joaquin County Supervisor, Bob Elliott.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bob Elliott, San Joaquin County Supervisor, District 5. I served 30 years in the United States Army and retired as a colonel, U.S. Army Special Forces, the Green Berets. It was always an honor to serve, and it is an honor for me to be here today to participate in this 4th of July ceremony as we celebrate our nation's Declaration of Independence. The 4th of July is commonly associated with fireworks, parades, barbecues, picnics, concerts, baseball games, family gatherings, political speeches, and ceremonies. This year, our celebration of Independence Day will be a little different from previous years as we help to slow the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic by practicing social distancing. However, this year, remembering the significance of Independence Day may be more important than ever. The United States Declaration of Independence is the pronouncement adopted by the Second Continental Congress meeting at the Pennsylvania State House, now known as Independence Hall, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on July 4th, 1776. The Declaration explained why the 13 colonies regarded themselves as 13 independent sovereign states, no longer subject to British rule. With the Declaration, these new states took a collective first step toward forming a more perfect union, toward forming the United States of America. The wording of the Declaration of Independence was exceptionally significant at the time, asserting God-given natural and legal rights for all mankind. In the last century, it has become a well-known statement on human rights, particularly its second sentence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This may be one of the most well-known phrases in the English language, and certainly one of the most consequential in American history. The Declaration of Independence has inspired similar documents in other countries, and many Americans have sacrificed their personal treasure, and many have paid the ultimate price. They have given their lives to defend our rights as declared by our founding fathers. As we enjoy our 4th of July festivities, let us reflect on the bold actions taken and sacrifices made to secure our rights and freedoms as Americans living in the land of the free and the home of the brave. As Americans, we must always be ready and willing to defend and preserve our American way of life, our right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. I encourage you to study our founding documents, to learn about the rights they guarantee us as Americans, to know our history and the sacrifices that have been made by so many to win and preserve our rights. We must also live our lives in a manner that fosters and cultivates the principles upon which our nation was founded, the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And we must preserve the freedoms and way of life embodied in our Pledge of Allegiance to our flag, which represents this great land of ours. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I offer this message as a fellow American and veteran of our armed forces. And as you celebrate our freedom on this 4th of July, be safe, be smart, and most of all, be proud to be an American. Please join me in asking that God bless those who protect our freedoms today. God bless each and every one of you, and God bless the United States of America.
I am proud to be an American, and I'm even prouder to be a Marine. It's part of me. I've been a Marine for 80-some years, 86 years I believe now. Oh, this is the best country, period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Well, I am unique because I'm still breathing at 104 years of age. I got a month and a half, so I hope to be about 105. Then I got to worry about making it 106.
I had joined the Marine Corps in 1942, January 1942. Now I was 16 years old. I lied about my age to get in the Corps. I was wounded on Iwo Jima in 1945, March the 3rd, 1945. And they took me off the island. I went to the hospital. They released me out of the hospital in around June, something like that, in 1945. And I saw my family again for the first time in about 3 years in July 1945. And my father was a bugler in World War I. He played the bugle over in France, and I had picked up playing the drums marching band over there. So he enlisted me in the 40 and 8 in 1945, and then we went into the July the 4th parade in 1945. He played the bugle and marched, and I played the drums and marched right by him. And that was the best 4th of July I'd ever had.
They celebrated the 4th of July in Stockton today, but it was more than a celebration of the red, white, and blue. It was a celebration of diversity. Instead of horses, there was horsepower. And in the place of bands, there were boom boxes.
You know, I come from a family. My mom's family came from Mexico. My dad's family had a hard knock life coming up out of the grapes of wrath kind of life. And both sides of the family have a very strong military service, because we know it doesn't matter really where you're born, but who we are to be Americans. So for 4th of July, we always would get together with family and friends and have a barbecue. My mom would always get some little fireworks from the booths and everything. I wish people used more of those fireworks and all those that are going on constantly right now. I know it's hard on veterans with all these fireworks that are already starting, and hard on our pets too. So anyway, that's what 4th of July just kind of means to me. It's a good service, family, community, people coming together, remembering what it's all about, remembering who we are. And I know we'd like to be having a parade and be out there, but we can't right now. By staying home and following precautions, we help everybody. All right, so happy 4th of July, everybody.
My greatest memory of the 4th of July was back in 1983. I was a young adult. I had left the country. I had moved to Central America to take a teaching job in Managua, Nicaragua. And it was my first time out of the country. That particular 4th held meaning for me because having returned to the United States, it showed me what a great country we really have. I don't know if you know anything about Nicaragua, but it's the second poorest country in the Western Hemisphere after Haiti, and the squalor there was unimaginable. It's the poverty, and so upon my return to the United States, that first 4th of July celebration back here, first of all, it was memorable because I was home. I was seeing my family, but more importantly, I was back in the United States, and I had that perspective, truly understanding what it means to live in this country.
Well, when I think of our country on the 4th of July, not only do I think of it as our birthday, our independence, but I think of a day to celebrate. It's a beautiful holiday. We have fireworks, we have celebrations, we have barbecues, but I also think of opportunity. Our nation is the land of opportunity. We have so many immigrants that come to this country with a dream to provide for their family and to have their kids have a wonderful education and to prosper in life. It makes me very proud to be an American, and I hope that on this holiday you are not only happy, you're with your family and you're celebrating life, because from this country it doesn't get any better. Thank you so much.
I like the 4th of July parades that used to go through downtown Main Street. It was the biggest parade of all years in the 60s. Especially enjoyed it. It was a patriotic feeling. They had all the services that were there. They actually had a tank there of all those years. So I really enjoyed it, And also, I joined a drum and bugle corps and marched in 4th of July parades too.
The 4th of July brings back so many memories and has so much meaning for me. And I would say for me, it really comes down to memories of my father, who served in the National Guard. Growing up, 4th of July was very important to him. It was about patriotism and loving this country. And I just still have those memories with my father of the meaning of that day. And to this day, he is with me, he is with my family, and it's about bringing this community together is the way we look at it now.
My most memorable 4th of July was when I was stationed at Aviano Air Base in Italy, and we had so much fun. Every year we look forward to the 4th of July celebration because it was a time when the base came together and actually opened the base, invited the Italian community to share in, and it was so fun and so funny because my neighbors would all come to my house. My Italian neighbors would come by my house and ask, you know, when are we going to have the 4th of July parade and the 4th of July celebration? Are we going to have hot dogs? Are we going to have hamburgers? And I thought that was the most hilarious thing. A few of my neighbors and my family and I, we would caravan onto the base. I would sponsor them on. And we'd have a nice picnic table and we'd have a nice celebration. And I think I enjoyed it so much because it brought me so much joy to watch my Italian neighbors celebrate the 4th of July with me and my family and my colleagues on base.
I'm a Marine Corps veteran and I'm married to a Marine Corps veteran. The 4th of July is a really special holiday for me and my family. I spent the tenure of my time in the Marine Corps deployed all over the world. So the very first 4th of July celebration I was able to celebrate with my husband in my hometown Stockton was spent with him, myself, and my son. So it really made a really wonderful feeling for me, just knowing the sacrifices that my husband and I made traveling all over the world and all of our different deployments to Afghanistan and Iraq. So on the 4th of July, this really is an opportunity for me to look at my family and my community and really just be blessed in the sacrifices that we've made and the joyous occasion of being able to celebrate this day in our own home country.
July 4th, a day that we really should appreciate. It is a day to remember that we got our independence from tyranny and we got freedom of religion, freedom of press, freedom of assembly. And look how we are benefiting from it now. We have the right to worship as we please, what speaks to us. I believe most religions are good religions. They teach us all to be good people, and I don't see that there should be any restrictions on that part. And of course, freedom of assembly. We have the right to protest or to make our voices heard. I thank the Founding Fathers for giving us independence and the freedom to do these things.
The 4th of July means true independence. You see, on July 4th in the year 2000, that was the day I actually decided to gain true independence for myself. It was the day I took the phone call to join the United States Navy. That was 6 days prior to my 18th birthday. Once I took that phone call, I was ready. 3 months later, I shipped out to boot camp. And now, 18 years later, I stand before you with have served 18 years of honorable service in the United States Navy.
This wall that stands behind you with 58,319 names is a somber symbol of the men and women who paid the ultimate price for freedom. They, like many of us, were driven to duty to our country by the mission at hand and the unforeseen sacrifice.
We had 3 crews, which was 20 sailors within about 47 days in 1968. Shot down doing interdiction missions over the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
They who gave their lives and those of us who survived learned to face death each day. It was around us. We slept in it, we washed in it, we breathed it, and it penetrated to the very marrow of our bones.
Boyer Thomas Michael.
Winters John Edward.
Eggman Waddle
Lewis.
LaBarber James J., United States Army, 21 February 1967.
Not present.
Landers Jackie E., United States Army, 15 August 1969.
Not present.
Lester James R., United States Army, 29 June 1967.
Wilmers Edward L. Welcome home. Rest in peace.
I have seen the face of terror, felt the stinging cold of fear, and enjoyed the sweet taste of love. I have cried, pained, and hoped, but most of all, I have lived times others would say were best forgotten. At least someday, I will be able to say I was proud to be a soldier.
Now appearing the Stockton Marine Corps Club.
A club where Marines and their families can gather at least once a month to socialize and reminisce. One of the goals is to grow as a club, and being part of the great event will help us do so. One of our missions is to help out local veterans with the day-to-day issues and provide assistance in any situation. That's the Stockton Marine Corps Club.
Next up, City of Stockton Vice Mayor Albert Holman. This is City of Stockton Council Member Christina Fugazi. First-term council member representing District 5. She previously served for 8 years as a City of Stockton Planning Commissioner and served as Vice Mayor from 2015 to 2016. Up next is the VFW Auxiliary Unit 52. The auxiliary assists veterans and their families. This is Luneta Post 52 member Al Baker, who's driving a 1944 Ford tractor. Careful, Al, careful. This is the Discovery Challenge Academy Color Guard. Their mission is to intervene and reclaim the lives of 16-year-olds through 18-year-olds who are at risk in high school by producing programs with graduates with the values, life skills, education, and self-discipline necessary to succeed as productive citizens. This is the Project Hero Hub San Joaquin and Stockton Bike Club. Project Hero is a groundbreaking national nonprofit organization dedicated to helping veterans and first responders affected by PTSD and traumatic brain injury and injury achieving rehab, recovery, and resilience in their daily lives and increasing awareness to combat the national mental health emergency posed by PTSD and TBI. Stockton Fire has been serving the Stockton community since 1850 and has a rich tradition of fighting fires, providing service, and of course protecting the citizens of Stockton. This is the American Legion Ed Stewart Post 803 Color Guard. Up next, the Girl Scouts Heart of Central California. Their focus is on girl-led activities and leadership, including community service and, of course, cookie sales. The Delta Patriots Blue Star Moms support our troops, our veterans, our families, our military families, and, of course, one another. This is the Adame family. Every family member is expected to show kindness, be respectful, and serve the community whenever possible. The family mission of love and loyalty begins at home and is spread wherever in the world their lives lead them. Up next, McNierney for Congress. That means Congressman Jeri McNierney, who has proudly represented this community for more than 11 years, standing up for the region. He's fighting to protect the Delta, reduce crime, improve the economy, and ensure that veterans receive the benefits they have earned. This is the Montezuma Fire Muster Team, and they protect the unincorporated areas of southeast Stockton and provide service to the Stockton Metropolitan Airport. Up next, the Patriot Guard Riders. The members ride motorcycles during the escorting of our fallen heroes to their final resting place and to safeguard the families during funeral services. They also welcome home our troops from deployments, leaves, or termination of service, and provide the same services for all first responders. This is Curtis and Marcy Frey. They're in a 1924 Star Speedster by William Durant. The Mestizos Motorcycle Club. This is Dan Lowry. He's a former U.S. Marine Corps infantry and a current helicopter instructor pilot for the National Guard with 2 combat tours and 21 years with Stockton PD. This is the Avengers Institute West Coast Avengers, an all-volunteer group celebrating Marvel through costuming, volunteer work, charity, and community events. Up next is the Junior JROTC Franklin High School Color Guard. They're followed by the American Legion Auxiliary Karl Ross Unit 16, supports the American Legion and honors the sacrifice of those who serve by enhancing the lives of our veterans, military, and their families, both at home and abroad. This is Vietnam-era U.S. Army veteran Kevin Dobson.
While I was in the Army, I was a military policeman. I really enjoyed serving. I became an actor, did a lot of Hollywood stuff, a lot of television, a lot of parades because of the celebrity that was bestowed upon me. And one of the parades that I really enjoy is here in Stockton. Although this year, we're not going to have the parade because of obvious reason, COVID-19. But that doesn't mean you don't celebrate. Celebrate safely, honestly, and enjoy America today. And celebrate its independence and its family. This is about family. So take care of your family on July 4th and every day. So thank you. Be careful, play it safe. Wear your mask when you can.
Banda de Guerra, founded by Demetrio Ortiz in 2007. His goal was to promote the Mexican culture in the Stockton community. Although he is no longer with us, his legacy lives on. The Stockton Police Department, with Officer Suzie Zaragoza.
4th of July for me is a time to be patriotic, and I take this opportunity to replace the flag on my flagpole. It's a great time to honor the red, white, and blue and hoist a new flag. 4th of July memories start on the 3rd of July, going out to American Legion Park with my family and my mom's homemade fried chicken and potato salad. And I think the best part of that meal was the big paper grocery bag of homemade popcorn. And we could sit on the hill and just have a great time with family and cousins and enjoy the fireworks show. So I hope you have a safe 4th of July and make your own great memories.
To me, 4th of July just means it's another day to be able to celebrate this great country, the freedom, the liberty we have here. Being born and raised in the city of Stockton, I have great memories of 4th of July. Memories of the parade downtown, memories of the fireworks. Being part of a big family, it's always been a good day for us to get together and just have a great barbecue and fireworks and everything you could think of on 4th of July. To me, it means a lot, especially for all the brave men and women that sacrifice for this country. It's another day to honor them and to show our patriotism. So to all of you in Stockton, please have a safe and sound 4th of July.
Up next, the Gospel Center Rescue Mission. It's a ministry helping the people of San Joaquin County. The homeless and addicted in our community are presented the opportunity for spiritual, physical, and emotional restoration through the love of Jesus Christ. This is the Big Valley Track Club. Their goal is keeping as many kids off the streets as possible. They run the only free program in town and have produced national track and field champions. They continue to excel and are proud to be on the south side of Stockton. That is Ben Perryman in a 1968 Buick Skylark.
We are Gold Star families of the Bay Area. On any usual 4th of July, we'd be in a parade and we'd be able to have you honor our kids. So we thank you for taking the time to watch this. We thank you for honoring our children, and we ask that you never forget.
Stand on the front line. Pay the ultimate price.
I grew up in a small Southern California beach town, and so the 4th of July for my family was always a day at the beach. We had a big picnic blanket. My dad would lay there and read in the sun. He'd bring his little tiny portable Weber barbecue. We'd swim all afternoon. We'd have hot dogs, and after dinner we'd do s'mores in the barbecue. And then as the sun went down, my community always did fireworks out over the water. So we would go down on the sand and sit, and there'd be families all around us, and we would ooh and we'd awe, and we'd get a little chilly, and we'd put on our sweatshirts, and when we all got home, we'd had this lovely family day, and we were all just a tiny bit sunburned and very, very sandy. So great 4th of July memories, no matter how you spend the day celebrating Independence Day. I hope it's with your family and you're making good memories.
Jennifer Shields-Gareis, Ms. United America. This is Karen and Allison with United America Pageant Systems. For 4th of July, aside from fireworks and barbecues, for us it's an opportunity for us to say thank you to all of those who have fought and defended our freedoms and given us our opportunities.
Happy 4th of July, America! You look like the Queen!
Happy 4th!
Thank you, thank you!
Fourth of July is just a day that makes me think of patriotism, makes me think of our country, makes me think of all of those that died for our country, all those that fought for our country. It makes me think of family, barbecues, fireworks. It's an honor for me to be an American.
You can live the life you want. Happy Independence Day.
I was approximately 8 years old when I went to my first parade at the 4th of July. I was very impressed of everything from marching bands to military, people walking vehicles, and what was more impressive was the Army tanks. I think I was impressed so much that I decided at that age, around 8 years old, to go into to be a soldier.
We got this flag from my dad in Tracy. He worked at a auto place, and once it closed down, they gave it to him, and he just felt he needed to give it to us. So, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm real appreciative he gave it to us, because you know, it means a lot to me. Freedom, what these men and women have done for us, for our country. I just don't want that to be forgotten. You know, I want it to be shown and represented the right way, and people be reminded. You know, it means a lot. We can't forget this.
And so we just felt that we needed to give it to someone that not only would appreciate it even more, but be able to let alone just fly it and hang it and just for everyone to see, basically, for everyone to see, and just be reminded of how lucky we really are.
Hello, well, thank you for this opportunity to speak about 4th of July this year. I'm so sorry we can't have a parade and be out there amongst everybody, but you know, this time during the year is always so special to all of us. And I remember when I was young, loving going and watching the fireworks and thinking how beautiful and exciting it was. But nowadays, today especially, and during the times that we're living, there's so much more meaning to it. You know, us as Americans coming together and celebrating our country and remembering what it's all about. And remembering together we are stronger. So it is my honor to be with you today. I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July. And now I'm going to throw it to Dennis Lobenberg, who's seen a lot more 4th of Julys than I have.
4th of July means to me probably what it means to a lot of people. Barbecues, throwing on the flip-flops, waiting for dark so the kids can play with their fireworks and all of that. This year it means a little bit more to me as I reflect back on all the good years where family and friends gathered. This year, because of COVID-19, we're socially distanced. We're not all getting together, and the kids can't come over. The grandkids certainly can't. It's going to be a trying year, but we can all make it a happy year, and I'm going to do that. You know, one of the things I thought about real quickly when asked about the 4th of July was, with all that's going on, I went back to the preamble of the Constitution, and it pretty much kind of grounded me, and I'd like to read that to you real quickly. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. Do ordain and establish this Constitution. You know, that's something that means a lot to me, and I hope means a lot to you as we look not only at this 4th of July, but 4th of Julys to come in the future. Let's all work together to make things better.
There is no 4th of July parade this year. I hope there will be one next year. I hope to see you there. I will be 105 years of age then, and close to 106. Semper Fi.